It's alive. Hello, everybody. Tom Hunyadi here. This is your midweek Macca break. And I got a guest. As you can see, I've got my buddy, Mr. Aaron Badgley, is here. I'll show the book, eventually. If you don't have it already, then, we'll see. Look, I knew this guy had it. I knew he had it. There it is. Look at this. See, all the cool kids are buying this book, and why aren't you? He's going to be at the fest. We're going to be talking about that. We'll both be at the fest. If you want me to sign the copy, I'll sign it. It's not a big deal. So
I'm looking forward to watching you because you're on just before me on Saturday.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So, Aaron, what's been going on with you?
I've been getting some new records. I've been steeped in my Humphrey Bogart phase of watching movies and just rewatching and watching some Neil Young things I've never seen before. So,
okay.
Of course, now I'm watching Beatles stuff to get ready for the fest. But yeah.
Well, you got to watch, Beatles stuff before, get ready for the fest. Matter of fact, before we came on, I got my car cleaned out a little bit because I'll be driving about 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. So I'm going to start getting things situated. I'm just about packed up and ready to go.
How long drive is it for you? How long do you drive?
I'm technically 5 hours, but I should be able to make it, between, 4.5. We'll see.
I was going to say 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly. We got to get that bridge, over Lake Michigan, so Benton Harbor to Chicago, that's what we need to get. So we got some people showing up. We got Mike Walls, Jasper. Hello,
Mike.
And yep, Doc, you spoke too soon, my friend. Mike got in there just before you. Okay, yep. Dang it. See, you can't be too cocky. Right? Confidence is good, but you don't want to be too cocky. Henry, how are you doing? Saw Naked Gun last week, Henry, and I laughed. First 2/3, nonstop laughing, nonstop laughter. Last third movie, the final act, kind of dragged a little bit, but nonetheless, I think this was a good reboot, if you will. And it's got the same humor that the original ones had. So
nice.
Yeah. So if you're a fan of that kind of thing, Airplane, Naked Gun films, and Hot Shots, or some of the other ones, go see it. I don't believe you. I do not believe you saw the Smurfs the other day.
Is there a new Smurf film I've not heard of?
Yeah.
Is there really?
Oh yeah. It looks terrible.
Well, I'm out of the loop. And
yeah.
My kids are too old, and they're seeing horror films, not watching Smurfs anymore.
There's a couple new ones coming out that I'm interested in. This movie Together, this lower budget film. I don't know if you saw the trailer for that.
Uh-huh.
And then this movie called Weapons that opens this weekend, I think.
I loved his other film,
Barbarian.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I don't know if I have the guts to see it, but yeah, cool. Glad to hear that. If you're watching, let us know if you're watching in the comments section. Aaron and I, we're going to be talking about a couple different things. We'll show some stuff that we picked up recently. But other than that, we'll be taking your questions and comments till about 3:30 in the morning. And or until Aaron says, that's it, I've had it. No more.
I need water. Someone help me.
We've got him chained to the floor right now, so Aaron's not going anywhere. So
True story.
Yeah, true. I really did. I snorted a few times, so it wasn't that bad. Okay, wow. Snorting as in laughing. Okay, yeah. James, how you doing?
Hi, James.
Good to see you. Aaron will be at the fest Friday. He will be there. If you don't have his book, you can get his book while you're there. And if you ask him nicely, maybe he'll sign it. I don't know. He's pretty rude about damaging the book. He doesn't like scribbling and stuff like that.
I'll be selling the book, And just for all you people here today, no tariffs. Just tariff-free.
This weekend only, though. This weekend only. No tariffs.
But yes, James, I will be. I love the fest. I'm looking forward to it. I get to hang out with my good friends like Tom, and then we'll talk about it later. But I love the fest, so yeah, we'll be there.
Yep, cool. Henry says Together looks creepy as shit. A body horror film about a couple slowly fusing together. Yes, thanks for ruining it for everyone. No, I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. James says that's the plan. Very good. Very good. James Byers, hello, buddy. How you doing?
Hello.
Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy Help 60th birthday. Yes, it's the anniversary or birthday, whatever you want to call it, for the album Help. And what are your memories of hearing Help? Early memories.
My first, because that was true story. The first album I ever got that was my own by the Beatles. I got it for Christmas in 1969. And I loved it. I loved the fact that it opened up. There's all the pictures, and I didn't quite understand the instrumentals. I know that in England you didn't have the instrumentals. But
so you got the US version, the Capitol version first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I listened to that for I got the UK version in '78 and was bowled over. But I always thought Help was the famous bridge album. Everyone talks about Rubber Soul, but I think Help is the bridge album myself. That's just my opinion.
You might have a point there, and and it's very easy to say Rubber Soul is that, but Help does have some some songs and instrumentation in there where it may suggest that Help is that bridge, as you say. So
what's your first memories of Help? Did you get the American one?
No. When I first started collecting, 86, 87, they had made that switch here in the States to UK. The only US album I remember ever seeing in a record store at that point in time was the Hey Jude album. That's the only US album I recall seeing. So I was and plus being in Michigan, my parents were Motown people. They could give two shits about the Beatles or the British invasion or whatever, you know what I mean? So
funny story though, you're talking about 78, whenever that was just before Capitol stopped doing the North American ones. And I remember being at Sam the Record Man in Toronto and seeing all these Capitol albums, but they had different catalog numbers. They started with C1. And I wasn't planning on buying 15 albums that day, but
but well, you see what happened.
That's Mr. Landlord. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had the paper route, 14, 15 years old, even 13, I think, because I was a big comic collector at the time too, and I was just getting into the Beatles. So that was my thing, was Beatles, and collecting comics. In '88. I got a CD player. So then, after getting all of the cassettes, then I was, switching over to CDs and vinyl, because I had that one set, that set that had they had the turntable, then it had the dual cassettes, had a little equalizer in there. And then in the back, it had the auxiliary cord so you can hook up a CD player, so I naturally I had to get, all three, ways to listen. I mean, if it had an 8-track player, I put in there too. I would have got an 8-track. Yeah,
me too.
So, but yeah, that's how I started. So let's see here. Henry says Eddington is my favorite film of the year so far. Looking forward to the new PTA. Same here, which opens in September. One battle after another with Leo. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. And I did like Eddington. I don't know if I would say it's my favorite film. Did you see Eddington? No.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's kind of like a pandemic style film.
Oh,
and
cool.
Just how ridiculous some of us may have been during that time. Okay. So the funniest thing about back then, I still laugh, is when people are in the car, they're by themselves and they're still wearing the mask.
Just to this day.
Yeah. But okay, that's fine. James says we can talk about my favorite George release somewhere in England. Well, you guys can have that conversation. I'll let you.
That is one of my. There's. It changes. I love 33 and a third, but I love Somewhere in England so much. So I'd love to have that conversation with you. Please come and let's grab a coffee and talk Somewhere in England, please.
Okay, well, there you go. That's awesome. See, that's one of the great things about the fest is, you can do that kind of thing. James's mine was watching it on VHS with my dad when I was 6. Cool.
So sweet.
Yeah. Henry says, I swear Joaquin Phoenix is incapable of giving a bad performance. Well, ask David Letterman that one when he came out.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. Mr. Boyce, how are you, my friend? Hello, gents, dealing with an 81-year-old mom with a smartphone. Yeah. Well, that could be pretty interesting, I'm sure. But thank you for being here.
James, I'm sure my daughters would put dealing with a 61-year-old with a smartphone. Because it's like, God, just hit this button, so.
Yeah, right. Reminds me of who's the more foolish, the fool or the fool that follows him? Yeah. But thank you for joining, James.
Yeah,
hope you're doing well. Yeah. Henry says, Tom, you know Joe well. Do you think he'd like the Naked Gun? I think he would enjoy it. I don't think he would hate it. But then again, I mean, he's surprised me before. There's been other times where I thought he'd like something, but then he messaged me after the movie and he goes, that sucked. I'm like, okay. Lynn, how you doing, girl? Which is better, Fantastic Four or Naked Gun, if you have to pick just one? Well, I hadn't seen Fantastic Four. I think I'm just going to skip Fantastic Four this time around. Actually, I skipped it last time around, too. So I only seen the one with the Silver Surfer, Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer. I think that's the only one I've seen. And obviously, there's the famous one that was produced by Roger Corman that didn't get released.
Why didn't it get released?
They wanted, for whatever reason, they had the rights to it, and they didn't want to lose the rights to it. So they made the film so they wouldn't lose the rights to it. Something really weird. Lynn says, my son will be dealing with my computer issues on Saturday. I'm sure he's looking forward to it. Yeah. Computer issues are never fun. I mean, the technology is great, but when you have to fix technology, I want nothing to do with it. Nothing. James says, I'm good. I had a friend from New Jersey, USA stay for a month. Wow. So I'm happy to get back to normal. A month. Wow. That's a long time to deal one of us ugly Americans. So there you go. Doc says, I listened to some Talking Heads this morning. Am I still welcome? Yes.
I just got the new box set, Doc, and I quite like it. The more songs about food and buildings, whatever. I love it. It's great. Yeah, I got my David Byrne ticket. Excited to see him here in Toronto. I think he's promising a better show than last year, which I find it hard to believe he'll top that because that was amazing. So yeah, you're always welcome, Doc. Always.
All right. So last weekend, I was on YouTube, and sometimes you get certain things brought into your feed because you like something. It tries to introduce you to other things in your feed. So it introduced me to this band that I'd never heard of or never seen before. And,
was it Supertramp?
Yeah.
It was Supertramp, right?
Yes. So it was let's see if you can I'll give you a couple guesses. All girl band.
Okay.
Recorded at Abbey Road Studio. Fanny. Yep. There you go. See, I knew you'd get it.
Fanny's a great band, and they there's a really good documentary.
Fanny, The Right to Rock.
It's so worth watching. I loved it. It was great.
Yeah. I will check that out. I know of it because I've just been doing research on them for the last couple of days. But the song that can you guess what song that popped up on my YouTube feed?
Probably Hey Bulldog.
There you go. There you go. Yes. Yes, Hey Bulldog. So I'm saying, like, you know what? Maybe I'll give this a chance. All girl rock band, like one of the first female rock bands that got signed to a major label.
Yeah.
And I was really blown away by their version of Hey Bulldog. I thought, hey, this is fantastic. And they really rock. They really, really rock. I really enjoyed it very much. So then I was checking out other songs of theirs too. But what's that?
It was an odd cover. Like, I mean, of all the Beatles songs to cover, I thought, good on you for picking that track. Yeah, I agree.
Right. And plus they added a verse to it, or they added lyrics to it. So apparently they got the rights to add like another verse to it. So, which I thought was really cool. So yeah. So yeah, I'll definitely check out that documentary. And if you like covers, you know, Beatle covers or other acts covering Beatles songs, check out Fanny's Hey Bulldog. So what, I mean, is there other are there other covers, other artists that cover Beatles songs that you really love besides Joe Cocker?
I really like Brian Ferry covering It's Only Love and You Won't See Me. I think those are two really good covers. And there was a band here in Canada, and if there's any Canadians watching right now, they were a prog band in the early 80s called The Hunt. And on their debut album, they did a great cover version of It's All Too Much, which was really great.
Mike Hunt?
Yes, that's him. Hunt, comma Mike, yes. I tell you, can't take them anywhere, folks. Can't take them anywhere. I try. I do try.
Keep trying, buddy. Keep trying. I promise. I'll get there one day. Anyways,
I tell you.
I love the Breeders' Happiness is a Warm Gun.
Yeah. So what other ones you like?
Good. Well, you know, I like to go. I know the people love Joe Cocker's Try a Little, you know, with a little help from my friend. I think as she came in through the bathroom window is far superior. And he does a fantastic version of Something as well.
He does. Absolutely.
You know? Yeah. And I love damn it, South Park chef. Why am I forgetting his name? Chef from South Park. Well, yeah, Isaac Hayes. Isaac Hayes does a fantastic version of Something as well.
Have you ever 12 minutes of Strawberry Fields?
No, I gotta check that out.
Yeah. I've heard Isaac Hayes. He's got a great cover version, and of course, let us not forget, and it's great. Bing Crosby doing "Hey Jude."
Really?
Swear. It's off an album called "Hey Bing, Hey Jude," and he does "Hey Jude," and all I can say is, and I'm a Bing Crosby fan,
right?
So I'm not joking or being sarcastic. I've got well over 150 Bing Crosby records. Just check it out. Bing Crosby, "Hey Jude."
Okay. Henry says Talking Heads are great. My favorite song of theirs is "Wild Wild Life." That was a fun video. That was a fun video too.
It is great. I really am digging it.
Yeah. James, yeah, Talking Head box set is great. Doc says, Henry, I'm still humming Pulled Up in Me Head. Okay. The Hunt better than the Trooper?
Well, Trooper had more hits and they made more albums. The Hunt never really sold records. Are they better? I don't know if they're better. They're very interesting. They're kind of proggy, and I really like them. So they're well worth searching out, you know. But hey, as a true Canadian, how can you not love Trooper? 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 for the lady on the radio, you know.
Oh, there's more bands in Canada than Rush?
Oh, we have 4. Oh. Did I ever tell you I was visiting my daughter in Los Angeles, and we're at this not famous, but some flea market that everyone goes to. And I'm sitting there. My daughter starts getting upset. And I said, "What's wrong?" She goes, "Shawn Mendes is standing right beside you." And I went, "Shawn who?" And he heard me.
Oops.
He looked at me and I went, "I'm sorry." He goes, "I'm a Canadian." I go, "Well, so am I." He was very nice. He didn't get offended by it, but it was one of those. My daughter, meanwhile, was like just wanting to crawl somewhere because I'm just embarrassed.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, not really.
I like the Bengals back in the day. I had a health issue listening to them. I started to walk like
Good job.
Well, then they did their job, didn't they?
They did. They did.
You know.
I have to go.
Yeah. Richie Havens, Here Comes the Sun. Yeah, and one of the Go-Go's was in that documentary too, talking about how, if it wasn't for them opening the door, I mean, they recorded like 4 or 5 albums and they only got to record 3, or something like that.
They did an album a couple of years ago. Actually, they got back together and did an album a couple of years ago, which is really good.
Fanny or Go-Go's?
Fanny.
Yeah, because and then they changed their name. And then released a couple more albums, I think. So,
and can I just say for anyone in England right now, Richie Havens has a great "Here Comes the Sun," but so does Steve Harley. Steve Harley and Cockney Rebel do a great "Here Comes the Sun," in my opinion.
Okay.
I don't know was he with Cockney Rebel for that, or was it solo? Maybe someone can correct me.
Okay. Prank. This fake prank names are hilarious. Okay. I do have Trooper hot shots on myself. It's
embarrassing. Don't say nothing embarrassing about Trooper, my friend. I mean, they produced by Randy Bachman, produced most of their stuff. I mean, come on, they're a Canadian institution, and I've
look at that.
The greatest hits. I do. My wife.
Canadians helping Canadians. Look at that.
There's a lot of love. They never broke in the States. There was the big. I just read an article like, how could they never broken in the States, and they just didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. So Henry's saying that he saw a prank video where a guy at Walmart asked the store to call his girlfriend on the intercom, kind of like the Mike Hunt situation in Porky's. Yeah. So great. Listen, man, that's one of the best scenes in the movie. A movie's good. Well, never mind. Anyways. James says you couldn't call a band Fanny in the UK. It's Lady Parts.
And they recorded in the UK, though, which is interesting.
Yeah, they recorded at Abbey Road. Yeah.
Oh, no, Apple.
That's what I meant. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Apple. They recorded at Apple. And Todd Rundgren and Richard Perry produced them.
Yeah.
So,
Warner Brothers threw a lot of money at them, but they just didn't too ahead of their time. Yeah.
And so, Tom, have you gotten a bunch more tickets for McCartney to keep up with Andy? Stay tuned. As soon as when I get back from the fest, yes, I'll be getting. I'm going to get some Pittsburgh tickets, and I still got to go to Ontario one way or another.
Well, the ticket prices have come down a wee bit for Hamilton, so you have a place to stay here, my friend.
All right.
We won't sit together, but I have no problem driving you there.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Back home too. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be a priority. I mean, I got to see him do Mull McIntyre live once. I got to. So stay tuned, and excuse me. I think Moxie had more success in the U.S. than Trooper.
I think every Canadian band had more success than Trooper. They just couldn't. I don't know, Doc. It was weird. But yeah, you're right. Moxie had a lot of success here in the States and here in Canada too.
So you picked up a few things, huh?
I did. I thought this is really cool, and I just saw it, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to pick it up from France. Tear open the package. A cool EP.
Oh, okay.
Yellow Submarine, 401, Eleanor Rigby, and Good Day Sunshine.
Oh, very cool.
Which I thought an odd picture, but
yeah.
Okay, so I never knew this came with the picture sleeve, and I was really excited when I found it. With Ringo on drums. Kojak Colombo, a Canadian single.
Wow.
Yes, 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 yes. Now, I've had these for a little while, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. Is that okay?
Please.
Yeah, this is kind of like a prized possession of mine because this came out in Germany. It was an EP,
Wow.
5 tracks: Lipstick Traces, Bad Boy, Tonight, Who Needs a Heart, and Old Timer Lovin'. Only
Ooh.
released, yeah, really weird. EP in 1978. They were still doing EPs in Germany, I guess. I don't know. And this was only released in France with this picture sleeve, Lipstick Traces on a Cigarette, which didn't come out with a picture sleeve in North America, but it came out in France.
Right.
And Japan had a
Awesome.
different.
Awesome. Yeah, Japan. Japanese 45s are generally different than US or UK. I love the US. I love the Japanese picture sleeve of Wonderful Christmas Time.
Yeah,
it's the door with the reef on it. Yeah.
A Mexican EP.
Excellent.
Okay, this. I just got this, and I'm sure you probably have it, and everyone online. But let me with the picture sleeve American.
Oh yeah,
I had the British one. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that track too.
One last thing, okay?
Yeah.
This is a double album that came out in France.
Shut up. Wow.
And it's got Rotogravure and Ringo the Fourth in one package. And it opens gatefold.
Right.
And it's a very interesting double album set with, as I said, record 1 is Rotogravure and record 2 Ringo the Fourth. It was a 2-for-1 deal.
So that's not a bootleg. That's an actual release.
It's on Polydor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Polydor Records.
Interesting.
Yeah. I didn't even know it existed, to be honest. And then you kind of chance upon these things. You think, okay, I'll get this. This is kind of cool. So yeah, a very odd coupling of albums.
Okay.
All by myself.
Yeah. Open the gatefold one more time, please.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the famous. I shaved my head because I was pissed one night.
Yeah, you know what? I spoke to them because I finished my Ringo book. It's just going through another edit, and then it's going to the publisher. And Nancy's talked about that shaving head thing, which was very funny because it was not just his head; it was his eyebrows and everything. But
yeah, he did a David Bowie.
Yeah, well, he was trying to do a David Bowie, or about build off from the wall. I don't know, but yeah, cool, eh?
Very cool.
And I do you know, I got my last one. I didn't bring it upstairs with me, but I was missing one Beatles Forever picture sleeve from Canada, and I finally got it. So I'm very happy to get the complete set now. Do you know what those are? Yeah, have you seen those?
No. Well, maybe next time. Try to remember to bring some up.
In '76, Capitol Records released all of the Beatle American singles with a sleeve.
Oh, yeah. Was that when they released "Got to Get You Into My Life"?
Yeah, and it had a white sleeve with it says Beatles Forever on it. They used the Let It Be pictures.
Okay, yeah, then no.
So
because the "Got to Get You Into My Life" I have is this one with the. We
got that too.
Okay.
And then we changed the sleeve to go with the Beatles Forever.
Yeah, because it's weird because you got Helter Skelter on the B side.
And you got the purple label there.
Yeah, purple label. Helter Skelter is 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
But you never got it with the orange Capitol label?
No, not the 45.
I do.
I did have some of the LPs that had the that label that you're talking about.
Next time I'll bring up my Beatles Forever collection because they're kind of cool.
Okay.
Kind of cool.
All right, cool. Because then I have the Oblad, Oblad di Oblada Julia as well. Yeah.
Purple as well.
Well, let's double check. There you go. Purple.
See, here in Canada, that came out on the orange Capitol label.
Okay.
I mean, it's just really, very interesting, very odd, eh?
Yeah. Well.
But then we didn't get the Apple label.
Do you need those? Do you need those?
No, I got those.
You got those? Okay.
It's funny because when Apple released all the Beatles singles and albums, we didn't get them here in Canada. We got the Target label, the red one,
okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Everything came out on the red Target label, but some Apple stuff got imported into Canada because it
Okay.
did.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Beatles is here. How you doing?
Hi, Beatles. Hey, yeah.
James says, I've only heard Mole once, and that was in 79, Paul's biggest hit in the UK, and he rarely plays it
That's
here.
odd.
Yeah.
That's really odd.
It is that he generally only plays it in Canada.
Which is right, yeah, and he does it, and he always brings on the Mississauga police band, and
Yep. Not trying to be depressing, but I really hope Paul and Ringo live to see their 4 biopics. It's been a long time coming to see proper big budget Hollywood biopics on the Beatles. I guess it depends on how you feel about that whole situation. Okay, yes, I did. Thank you for that suggestion, Doc. Christopher, how you doing? I really don't understand Paul playing Beatles throwaways and John and George songs and never or really playing huge songs like Mole with a Little Luck and No More Lonely Nights and stuff like that. Yeah, I know he wants to pay tribute to his friends, bandmates. But yeah, I would love to see him change it up and maybe not do tributes. He's done them for plenty of years now. We get the point. Not to seem heartless or anything,
No. You're too funny.
Nah, sometimes Ringo have blisters on his fingers. Well, if it was the mono version, then no. And I haven't listened to that 45 yet, so I'm not sure.
I can't speak to the American version, but the Canadian one does have blisters on my fingers.
Okay.
Although, interesting, in Canada, there was a promo single of Helter Skelter with the mono and stereo.
Okay.
And the mono doesn't have the blisters. And it's weird. They were going to put out Helter Skelter as the A-side, but the movie came out, and it seemed pretty tasteless to cash in on the film about Manson, right? So they flipped it over. Got to Get You. So I got both promos. One Got to Get You Into My Life and one Helter Skelter.
Okay. Motto, I hope I'm saying that right. He saw Mole in Glasgow in 2010.
I would hope so.
Fantastic.
I would hope so.
Fantastic. Well, it didn't take long to get a text message here. Okay, so I picked up my 16th copy of Band on the Run. I think you saw this on my Instagram.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. So this was one that I was looking for. I mean, and I'm not purposely trying to get like 16, 17, 18 copies of Band on the Run. It's just the fact that it's I think it's his most pressed album. It's got to be his most pressed or most reissued album at that too. So there's the purple vinyl, and that was from Netherlands, I believe, or I want to say. I'll have to go back and look.
Yes, it is. Yes. Yeah.
But then in France, they did a yellow vinyl.
Tom, does that follow the British pressing or the American pressing with like Helen Wheels?
British. Take a guess.
British.
The right way. There you go. So it is kind of translucent.
And what year was this 75, 74?
I think this was a reissue.
Oh, okay.
Or at least Discogs said it was a reissue, I think. So but it does say it doesn't have a year on the back here.
Is it on Apple or just EMI?
I'm going to check that right now too. There's an Apple on the Apple. There's an Apple right there.
So it has to be. That's interesting.
Yeah, it is EMI.
Wow. But Apple.
France. But Apple, yeah.
Huh.
It's just an Apple record. And it has 1973 on here, so on the label. Yeah. So, but very happy to have this. There is one more copy of Band on the Run that I do want to get, and I think that's a hi-fi version that came out, I think in the 90s or something like that. 80s or 90s. What's that?
Not the half-speed master one.
No, not the Columbia one. This is another hi-fi version of the album. When I find it, I'll send you a picture of it.
Could you?
But
Yeah.
yeah, but the copies that I've seen on eBay have gone for. I mean, this album can go up to $1,000 whenever it's been on auction. So, and that's a little bit more than I want to spend on another copy on the run. So, but I have the 25th anniversary version. I have other. I have the both Columbias, the regular and then the half speed master. I got you got the picture disc, you got Japanese, I got a Taiwanese, original. You got the one with the capital label, then you got the one with the like I said, the Columbia label. So many different
the black
versions.
label, the black one.
What's that?
The black capital.
Oh yeah, I guess we might as well check it out, right?
I'm driving nuts. So sorry.
No, not at all. Not at all. This doesn't have Hell on Wheels on it, but I'm curious if it when I did re-release it on Columbia, if it did have Hell on Wheels on it or not. I don't remember.
Yes.
Okay, that's the original. Yeah, it did have Hell on Wheels on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on.
Hey, did you get the Columbia CD version?
No.
The hardest Columbia one on CD for me to get was Wings Over America because it was only out for a very short time.
Is that right?
But I got it. It's.
Yeah. Okay, here it is. Yeah, it's a black label.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a black label.
It's that conversation you have with your wife. Why did you get another run on Columbia? Well, it's on Columbia. So how's it different? It's on Columbia.
Yeah. Things that they don't understand. Yes.
No, but this is on Columbia. It's not on.
Yes. It's the same conversation we'll have with women. It's like, well, I got the same pair of shoes, but a different color. Well, we had those other shoes, didn't you? Yeah, but they're different color.
Doesn't work.
Yeah.
But apparently I can't have,
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Eddie right there, he's convinced that he's not going to change his set list. Okay, so thank you for this inside information. When did Paul tell you this, Beatle Eddie?
Oh boy! Well,
just having fun, Eddie. Just having fun.
If it ain't broke,
Yeah, exactly. Listen, the Beatles were only a proper band like 7 years, and by '69 they were completely burned out. Makes you wonder how the Stones stuck together for 60 years. Well, I wouldn't say all of them were burned out. I don't think Paul was burned out. He wanted to keep going.
Well, I don't know. I think it's funny, right? Like there's a few bands from the '60s that are still Death Row Tull, for example, with a completely new lineup. But
yeah.
Ian Anderson's still going strong.
Ian Anderson's still going. What, the Zombies? Were the Zombies?
They just and the Searchers just packed it in, and they they did their last concert at Glastonbury, right?
Right. Who are still going, right?
Without Zach Starkey.
Yeah. Oh, fun times. James's thumbs up for Superman and Jurassic Park Rebirth. Thumbs down for Fantastic Four. I gotta tell you, I did not care much for the Jurassic Park reboot. I did go see it. There was some interesting moments in there, yes, but you didn't have, you didn't have a guy putting in his arm in a whole big old pile of poop, like the original. But
would do very well the new Jurassic Rebirth.
It's made over 700 million in the world in the global box office.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah. However, Superman will pass it today in the U.S. market.
Wow.
Yeah. Henry, more like 10 or 11 years. Let's see here. Yeah, people forget the 6-7 years prior to making it big here in the States in '64.
Well, yeah, or making it big in England in '63.
Yeah. So,
well, I had this discussion the other day with my wife's cousin and her cousin's husband, and he said, I was watching the Get Back movie, and Paul keeps bringing up Hamburg. It had been so long ago. I said, no, it was like 7 years ago. But because that's 69, and they played Hamburg in 62. So,
right.
7 years. I don't know about you, Tom, but 7 years for me was literally 5 minutes. So,
yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, and they did it 3 years in a row, right? So you got to even go back to 1960. So yeah. Where's Lynn's? Well, Lynn, thank you for popping in.
Good luck at the dentist.
Good. I was just going to say that. Good luck.
Lynn, come and say hi. Come say. You don't even have to buy a book. You can just come say hi.
Yeah. I don't think she's going, but
oh, it's just too bad.
Yeah.
No, she says, hope everyone heading. Oh, I thought she was headed to the festival.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll be missed, Lynn.
Yes, I agree. James says the set list needs a complete revamp. Going to multiple shows, hearing the same old chestnuts is tough going. I get that, but I mean, the Who are doing the same set list every night too, right? I mean, when you go on, and I get it because he's doing the same set list, generally doing the same set list for the last 20 years, right? Except for rotating songs, 6-7 songs every tour. So I get it, but he can't do a show without doing Hey Jude or Let It Be. Don't you agree? I mean,
like Ringo can't do a show without doing Yellow Submarine,
or with a little luck,
with a little help.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew that.
I'd say Ringo has to do it. Don't Come Easy and Photograph. There's no way McCartney's going down the run. Like and thankfully Jet. And I agree. Helen Wheels would be, I think, a great opening song.
And he's never played it live. That's the thing. He's never played it live. And thank you for bringing that up, Christopher, because that's one of his biggest hits. Well, I mean, it was a top 10. That's one of his top 10 hits that he's never played live.
Very odd.
Yes. Very odd.
I understand him not doing Bridge Over the River Suite, but
yes.
Helen Wheels for sure.
Yes. I mean, I understand he's got to do red nose reindeer reggae during Christmas time. He's got to.
He has to. Yeah. But I think Getting Closer would be a hell of a good opener, quite frankly.
Oh, it would be. And seeing Helen Wheels and Getting Closer are two songs he could still do with his aging vocals, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And they'd come off great live.
Yeah. Spoke to him last. Good. Happy to hear that. Yeah. Yes, OB. Disney is going to reboot Indiana Jones. I heard that. And yeah. The funny thing is that there's certain properties or if you have it, you gotta see, you gotta put it out there. You gotta try to make money with it. I guess. Why just sit on it? I guess. Well, I don't know. I
didn't know they were going to do a reboot. Is it going to be CGI?
I think it's going to be. I think they're looking at doing it as a streaming series, though. I don't know if they're going to do it theatrically. But hey, look, there was the Young Indiana Jones, right? So, why
That's
not
true.
then?
That's true.
They were rinsing the towel dry before Disney owned it with Indiana Jones, weren't they? So why can't Disney try to do it?
When's the ET reboot going to happen? When's that coming up?
Well, I think Spielberg owns that, or I think it was his production company that put that together. So
does George Lucas own?
So George Lucas owned. He owned. That's part of the Star Wars package, I believe. When they bought Star Wars, I think that was part of the package. Joseph Montaneo says hello, Tom, and
hi.
Hello, Aaron.
Hello.
James says, I think if Paul changed 6 to 8 songs, it would be enough to placate most fans.
I think you're right, James. I do. I think, maybe he'll do some new stuff on the tour. Maybe he's got an album coming out we don't know about, and maybe he might include some new stuff.
We know about it.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, we don't know when it's coming out. Like it's
right. Fair. Very good. Joseph says if Paul could play 5 Beatles songs, 15 Wing songs, 15 solo songs, that would be a great. Yeah, I don't see him doing. Hey, look, he's doing 30 songs now, 29, 30 songs now. Add another 5. That might be asking a lot, But hey, then again, we're never satisfied, right?
Maybe he could do like a 5-song Beatle medley.
Yeah, just medley those Beatle hits. That's what Madonna does. She medleys those older, those, Borderline and Into the Groove and stuff like that. She puts them all in a medley.
Well,
hey,
see,
I adore that first Madonna record. I don't care what anybody says.
I listen. Her first 4 albums were great. I just think
yes,
kind of ran off for me. My taste. I didn't dig a lot of stuff she did in the last few years, but I'm not going to say she's untalented or garbage. She's not. She's good at what she does. It's just not my cup of tea,
Understood. Well, while you're at it, give me a cup of tea too. No, I'm just kidding.
I will. Yeah, it's not going to be green tea. I can assure you of that.
There are only about 5 songs Paul has to play. Yesterday, well, he doesn't play Yesterday anymore. Hey Jude, Let It Be, Band on the Run, and Live and Let Die.
He dropped Yesterday?
Yeah. Oh, he hasn't played Yesterday in years.
Huh, last time I saw him, he did. That was the tour before last. So
I want to say that. Give me a second. Is it on this one? We're going to talk about live albums here in a few. Okay, so it's not on Good Evening New York, but it. Is it? And I'm not seeing it yet on Back in the U.S., Back in the World. Somebody look and see when the last time he played Yesterday was live. I mean, because if he did play it, they probably chose not to put it on a live record.
Well, that could be, right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the Bowery Ballroom.
It is on Tripping the Live Fantastic.
No, you're right. He didn't do it on his last. Yeah.
No, he did. Okay, here it is. It is on Good Evening New York. I think this is the last tour he did it on. It is on Good Evening New York. So
I wonder why he dropped that. That's odd.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
Amato says, I saw Paul last week in Liverpool. He never signed anything. His driver told the guy with a copy of Flaming Pie he was not signing anything, but he did wave and do a few peace signs. It was great to see him. Yeah, that was during the Lipo.
That's so cool you were there. I'm very envious. That's so very cool.
Yeah. Joseph Montaneo says, what songs should he place within the structure would be a great topic, Tom. Okay.
Can I help you?
Greeting, Tim Allen. How you doing, my friend?
Hi, Tim.
There's some people who call him Tim.
They call me Tim.
What are your hopes for the new for the Spinal Tap sequel?
I love Spinal Tap. I've seen the trailer with McCartney. He's actually on the album too, eh?
Is he?
Yep.
Is that a fact? Okay,
yes.
Well, I guess we have to get the album then, don't we?
He's on the album. I have high hopes because I think it's got the cast is great, and I think that they can pull it off. I mean, the original is classic. The trailer is good with McCartney.
Pink Toward People. Yes. That's literature.
It's literature. It's literature.
Yeah.
Elton John doing Stonehenge is hilarious. So high hopes. Who knows? But I'll go see it.
High hopes. He's got. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry. Listen, I had to buy the soundtrack to the last Muppet movie because Ringo drummed it. So,
That's true.
So let's be straight up here. I got the Muppets.
Hey, listen. I've got the only Muppet soundtrack you need is this one right here, my friend.
Is that the one that's written by Paul Williams? Most of it?
Yes. Yeah.
I just saw him interviewed, and he's looking great still, and he was talking about the Carpenters, who, if anyone knows me, I've developed a sudden love for, and he was very cool about what he was saying. I thought it was a very good. And Billy Corgan interviewed him from Smashing Pumpkins. I didn't even.
Was it? Yeah, was it his podcast then?
Yeah.
His documentary "I'm Still Here" is really good.
It is indeed. Yeah. I agree.
James says I saw Paul in 03, 04, and the set lists were pretty different in the main. Okay.
I mean, there's that one tour he did like Temporary Secretary, and he did Hot Hat, and he threw in some current songs from New, and he did the song New. I remember that. So he does throw in a few little interesting bits.
Yeah. Where you go? Good morning.
Morning.
Tom and Aaron. How's yous two guys doing? Huh?
Hey, we're doing fine, eh?
We're doing okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
It's a beauty, eh? Nice to see you.
Beauty, eh? Yeah, you hoser. Tim says Paul could play Coming Up again. He can still sing that okay. I think so. I think that would be a good one to reintroduce back to the set list.
I'd love him to do Tug of War.
Yeah,
I really would. I think that would be great.
Beatles says, "How can you jab a melody of 100 songs?" He's not going to do 100 of them. Come on. Amato says, "I saw yesterday live in Berlin in 2016." Yeah. Very good.
Because when I saw him last time in Hamilton, when he played there 2 tours ago, he did yesterday, because he did it right after he did his acoustic set, or like kind of to close the acoustic set he does.
Oh, what year is this back in the U.S.?
So
2009 is the Good Evening New York City.
He did his whole tour,
and he did it on this tour, yeah, or at least he did it for this show.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he does different things in Toronto. I don't know. Maybe he just likes us. I don't know.
Damn you, Canadians!
Hey, listen, we had Rod Stewart. Did you hear about Rod Stewart? That was a bit of a rant when he played Toronto, eh?
Really? What happened?
He was doing he did a concert here in Toronto last week.
Yeah.
And he was criticizing all this 51st state talk, and he's like, it was like, Rod. So,
and the whole, you guys got to pay for the shield if you don't become the 51st state.
I know.
Okay.
Oh, poor Rod.
Beetle Eddie said he should do "I'm Down," which I'm sure he has done before, right?
He did it. I know he did it on the concert for New York. He opened with that, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that tour, the Driving Rain tour, he did it.
Okay. I'm taking a look here. I know. Yeah, I think he has done it. I just don't know. Last time.
All the live CDs, because he's going to do a live CD.
Yes.
Live.
Yeah.
So
when on my way to Chicago tomorrow, I'm bringing all the live stuff with me, because later on this month I will be ranking everything, including Paul's canon, the classical, the live, and the experimental stuff.
What about the ballet too? The ballet.
That's part of the classical.
Well, it's okay.
Okay, because we're not seeing a ballet, we're just listening, and you can't listen to a ballet. Well, you can. Hey, listen, it's going with me, and I and it is in there, and then like you suggested, I did put the family way in there.
I was a bit insistent on that one. I admit
yes,
that.
You were. Yes, you were.
I was.
And I got to remind you that you agreed to join me for this rank.
I promise you.
We know you're not going to partake, but I would like to get your thoughts on all the albums that I present. So
if you invite me, I'll be there.
Okay. Very good. So so I'll be listening to the live stuff.
Are you going to go chronological with the live stuff?
I don't know. It's going to be 5 in the morning. I'll be lucky if I can find my keys at 5 o'clock in the morning. There's the Good Evening New York.
Hey, Tom, when you get my age, 5 in the morning is sleeping in.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you. Paul is live. Then you got the two backs. You got the back in the U.S. and back in the world. Because you got to have both, right?
You do.
Then you got the tripping.
I love that.
Then you got Amoeba, and then you got
I love tripping. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I think it's a good album.
These, however, I will say now that these two will be joined together wherever they fall in the ranking. They will be in together.
Makes sense.
I'm not counting them as two separate things. Okay,
yeah, that's fair.
So,
that's okay.
Let me get caught up on some comments here real quick. Laura, how are you doing? Hey guys, I've been seeing clips of Jesus Christ Superstar at the Hollywood Bowl from last weekend's show. Adam Lambert did a nice job. But nobody can beat Carl Anderson's Judah. Big shoes to fill. Go ahead.
Right. Did you see the picture of the original Jesus Christ at the show? And he was wearing a Revolver T-shirt, which was very cool.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah, I did see some of that clip. It's cool that it was at the Hollywood Bowl. I loved working at the Hollywood Bowl when I was doing when I was catering for concerts. That's just a fantastic place to work.
I'm so lucky to have seen one concert there. I saw Joni Mitchell last year. So
okay.
She was amazing, and what a venue! Beautiful venue.
Yeah, okay. James Boyce says Freshen Up tour had yesterday in 2018, but that might be the last tour with it. Could be. Mazzy just landed in Chicago. I'll see you tomorrow, and then Aaron will see you on Friday. That's great. Awesome. Love it. Beeline says October 3rd, 12/18. Last time he did yesterday. Okay.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Yes.
Really? That's interesting. I just assumed he would always do yesterday. Isn't that funny?
Yeah. Right. James says you would think Paul would do some long lost Wings songs, Big Barn Bed, Beware My Love, and Getting Close. Well, you know what? He's doing all this Wings stuff later on this year with the book, the documentary. He's promoting Wings on the Facebook page. I mean, not his Facebook page, but his website. So maybe he'll pop some more Wings stuff in the set list.
That would be nice. Big Barn Bed is Getting Closer to Big Barn Bed would be great openers. I think Big Barn Bed is a perfect opener.
Yes.
So says me.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Tim says Paul could do Stars on 45.
Stars on 45.
Look what you're doing. Feeling blue and lonely. Yeah. Okay. Enough of that. Brad, how you doing, Brad? Thanks for being here. What's going on, Beatle people? Well, we're just talking Beatle things. Ted is going to be joining us in Las Vegas for the Las Vegas show.
Nice.
Second show on tour. So that's gonna be fun. James says I'm down. Was at Citi Field in 2009. Okay, very cool.
Good. Thank you, James.
Yep. James, I just got done watching the first episode of Wednesday season 2 while eating Wednesday's meal of misfortune. Okay, all good.
Is it good, Brad? It's good. Good. I can't wait to watch that. That's when I get back from Chicago.
You like the show? You like the series?
Loved the first season. Loved it.
Okay.
It got me through a really rough period, so it made me laugh when I didn't could possibly laugh. So there you go.
It's really funny how these streaming shows take 2-3 years in between seasons to make.
Yeah, that's weird, but I guess I don't know, but hey, I'm just glad it's back.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. So says me.
Right. James says he could do a medley of "Don't Let Me Down."
I'm down. Don't let me.
I'm down. There you go. I like that. Yeah.
P.S. Love Me Do.
P.S. Love Me Do. Right. Yep. Ali, ranking everything is impossible. I know, but I'm just going to have fun with it, you know. So don't take it seriously, because I'm not going to be taking it seriously. It's just that I'm just doing it as an enjoyment type of deal. Okay, how much enjoyment do these CDs give me while listening to? You know what I mean? So and you know what? You can easily rank your bottom stuff. I mean, not everything is great. I always know what my least favorite thing Paul McCartney did on CD or vinyl or whatever. Okay, so that's not difficult. Okay, you know. So the hardest part really is the live stuff. Is going to be where am I going to place the live stuff? Because people are going to be like, well, how can you put Wings Over America? How can you put that over, like, say, like an album like Pipes of Peace? Well, because it's the enjoyment factor. Okay, if I enjoy listening to Wings Over America more than I enjoy listening to Pipes of Peace, then that's where it's going to go. So there's that. And I know Aaron's not going to say anything because
the thing is, like, when you talk about ranking, right? Like, and yeah. I used to get this when I was a kid, and people would say, well, you know, you should have been around when they released Pepper, the day it came out.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And I was around for all the McCartney albums coming out. I bought Wings Wildlife literally the day it came out in Canada. I don't know, probably came out 4 months later than anywhere else. But, you know, I was at Wilson Lilly record store in Oshawa. My mom bought me, and I got home, and I was like, what is this? It's the most bizarre album, because it was really weird compared to Ram. Like,
yeah,
you've had Ram for a year or half a year, or whatever time it was between the two albums. Ram is very lush, very beautiful, very melodic. And you put it on, you get, you know, take it, Tony, wow, you know, mumbo, which is like great now, but at the time. So ranking's hard for me because I got a lot of growing up with the albums. You too, because you were buying them as a teenager, and you have an association with them. And that's the other part of ranking, is that sometimes it's like, you know, Venus and Mars, I was breaking up with my first serious girlfriend. So, of course, that's not going to rank high. No, of course it is. She was not nice. But
it's not nice. She was like, what do you mean another copy?
how many floating pies do you need? 20?
How many are there? Okay.
Oh, my kitty cat's here.
Let's see here. Brad says, I'm down. Don't let it bring you down. Yeah. Yeah, there's plenty of down songs he could be singing.
Can I just say, you brought up Don't Let It Bring You Down. Besides McCartney bringing up some classical songs he hasn't done live, here's a thought. Right. Could you bring up some classical albums you haven't put out for a while? London Town, Back to the Egg, Off the Ground, Press to Play, Broad Street. Right. These albums, why not do No More Lonely Nights, or even I'm Not Such a Bad Boy? Great song.
Right.
You know? Pay a tribute to Dave Edmunds, you know?
There you go. Yeah. So you know about, if you haven't heard, Dave Edmunds had a cardiac arrest. He did die in his wife's arms, and nurse did bring him back to life. So right now, Dave Edmunds is in a coma. I think he's 79 or 81, something like these, in that range of 79 or 81. And so he's in a coma right now. So as we know, Paul McCartney wrote On the Wings of a Nightingale for the Everly Brothers that Dave Edmunds produced. Dave Edmunds was also in Give My Regards to Broad Street film. So they do have a little bit of a history together. Doc says, we must hear Tom Hollywood Bowl stories. Yes, there's the cat. So I will tell you one story real quick. We, me and another friend that I worked with, we after the show, we got done quick enough. We were there for a couple days. Show? I'm trying to remember. It was one of the last ones we worked there, and I'll have to look at it. It could have been the Paul Simon one. I think we were there for like 2 days. So Paul Simon, this was, I think, one of his last tour, the tour before the last. So this had to have been like 6 years ago now, or something like that. Anyways, we were there. We get done in time to go to Amoeba, which was only, I'd say, a mile away from the Hollywood Bowl. So we go to Amoeba. This is like right before they're closing too. So we get there. We're in there for maybe 20 minutes tops. We get we get out. We head to the work. We're in a work van. So we get to the work van, and the windows are broken. Somebody broke into the van, and they stole. Yeah. So they stole the tablet that my coworker needed to work on. She had the thing on. Where's my tablet thing on there? And she actually found where it was. So right around the corner was the police station. So go to the police station, reported the vehicle being broken into, and it's like, well, the tablet's down. There's nothing we can do or whatever. So they didn't even go after it, you know. But that's just one of the fun things. But I tell you, the first show that I went to go work there, I can't remember. I'll have to look who it was. But I was so jacked up because this was like, we're at the Hollywood Bowl. I'm jacked up. When we got done working, I went to the Walk of Fame. Okay. And just, took pictures. I was probably there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, just going up the streets, finding the Beatles, which is the Beatles star is almost kind of like at the beginning of the Walk of Fame. And then towards the end of the Walk of Fame, where the Capitol building is, that's where John, Paul, and Ringo are, and George. Yeah. So I got all the pictures there. So that was kind of cool, just going up and down, getting pictures of all my favorite, singers and actors and stuff like that. So that's the quick little story. The Back in the World tour was great. The last show I went with my dad. Paul's voice was still great on that tour. Yeah,
that's good, man.
Okay. Yeah. James says, agreed, Aaron, regarding the Big Barn Bed, great opener.
Yep, I agree. I think so. Yeah. My cat agrees too.
Yeah. Talk about the time in between streaming. The kid playing Pugsley is the half a foot taller. Christopher, how about a medley? Hold me tight and hold me tight.
That'd be good. Yeah.
I like that.
Tight medley. I like that too. I like that.
Yeah. See, James Boyce, you should have thought of that one. That's a kind of like a Boyce type comment right there. That's good, Christopher. I like that. Boyce says he rarely opens a show with a non-Beatle tune. Jet, Figure of Eight, spring to mind, but that's unusual. Yeah, I would love it if he brought back Venus Mars Rock Show to open.
I saw the tour with Figure of Eight opening the show, and I thought that was a good opener. I thought that was the first time I saw McCartney, and it was wow. Because I love that song too, but
yeah.
So
Doc says bread and thing hasn't had his fingernails trimmed. Okay, well, let you guys have that conversation. Real Jackson responding to how things take so long to produce TV shows would produce 30 episodes per season, and exactly. Yeah, I mean even into the early 2000s. Network today, they still do it, and
No, they don't, because they used to do, when I was a kid, it was the season would start in September, go to Christmas break for all the Christmas specials, and then from January to May or June. Now the seasons seem to be, they come on in maybe October till mid-November, then they break, then they're on again in January till, it's just crazy.
There were some back in the day too like that, but it wasn't as common as it is now.
No.
No. So. All right, James. Been listening to Phil Collins' autobiography. What amazing range of highs and lows. By the way, Twins 8, Tigers 4. Come on.
The Jays, Toronto Blue Jays, #1 in the American League. So we're playing Colorado today. Best win.
Have your moment in the.
I'm not going to have many of them with the Jays, so let me enjoy this one week.
Yes, Joe, I will be ranking Rush's. Yes, the one thing I don't have on vinyl from Paul McCartney. Yes, thank you. Tony, how you doing, Tony? Aaron, I will be bringing my copy of your book to autograph.
Sounds good. I look forward to seeing you, man.
But you have to buy another copy though for him to.
Maybe Tony and I can have breakfast to get together again, because we had breakfast together one morning when we were there. But not on purpose. That's how I kind of met Tony. So Let's do
Nice.
breakfast.
There you go. Love it. Okay. Back at it. Doc says, let's ask Joe if he plans on seeing The Naked Gun. Joe, do you plan on seeing The Naked Gun? I hope so. Hi from UK. Okay, that's where Christopher is. Very good.
In Harley, right, Christopher?
Yeah.
You're right, Tony. Cable TV did change everything.
Changed everything. Yeah, I mean, but there were great shows too, right? HBO put out fantastic shows. And yeah. I think probably The Sopranos is what changed everything. Yeah.
Yeah, that's up there.
Yeah. I remember breakfast. Yeah, he remembers. So there you go.
Yeah, that was nice.
Cool. All right. Well, we're an hour and 10 minutes in. Great comments, great questions, everybody. Aaron, I guess you've been okay too.
Thank you. Thank you. I try. I do my best. I even wore a Ringo shirt today, so there you go.
The book is, ladies and gentlemen, Dark Horse Records, the story of George Harrison's.
Hopefully the next Beatle Fest or Fest for Beatle fans I do, I'll have my Ringo book there and my,
Yes.
So I'm very excited for that book. I've enjoyed writing it and researching it, and it's a I don't know, I hope people find Ringo in the 70s interesting because he did some interesting things besides photographs of Vienna
and shaving his head and eyebrows.
Yeah, that was a kind of an oopsie. He was supposed to do a video, but ingenuity, right? Like he did a video for "You Don't Know Me at All," and it kind of worked in a very weird way. But
yeah,
he also scared a lot.
Yeah, Joe says he hasn't decided yet. That's fine. I mean, don't go. I mean, you never know.
Joe and I just did a really good thing on.
Let's talk about that. Yes, over the weekend because I did watch the first half of it.
Oh, yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
fun.
And you and Mr. Mayo there, you talked about Jaws, the 50th anniversary. Now, you had said that there hasn't been any announcements yet for any screenings.
No, there has now. There has.
Oh, there has been? Okay.
I got my tickets already. So
excellent.
And it's playing on my birthday. So what a nice
hey, excellent.
So perfect birthday gift.
All better. Yeah. Yep. Have fun in the Windy City. Joseph, thank you. Brad, Joseph, take your time, Aaron. Have a fantastic time at the fest. We will. Thank you for being here, my friend.
Thanks for being here. Yeah.
Thanks for being here. So glad there was a panel about Ringo on Sunday. Okay, so let's talk about the fest here, because you were going to be Saturday, right?
I have the hard task of following you.
Yes. I don't know what your strategy is going to be for that. Maybe you're just not going to show up, which might be the best option for you. But
yeah, I don't know. I thought I'd feign a heart attack or something. No, but I got Tom before me, right? Tom, you and
me and Andy.
You and Andy.
Yep.
And I got this vision of coming into the same room and everyone leaving with you.
Oh, stop. Yours is going to be great. Now, do you have somebody moderating, or are you just going to get up there and talk about
I assume
about what?
Talking about this fella, George.
That fella right there.
I like to be part. I wish I was part of the Ringo forum, just because I feel like talking about Ringo these days. He's got a fascinating career, and so I'll be talking about George, Dark Horse Records, talking about George's solo career, not focusing on his big albums like Material World and but Cloud Nine's a big album. And speaking of live albums, his Live in Japan album with Eric Clapton's band and stuff like that. So yeah. So I think I'm excited about the fest because A, I get to see all my friends, and B, Peter Asher, the Joey Molland documentary, and I'm a big Jim McCartney fan from the Yardbirds, but I'm a big fan of Renaissance, so I'm going to be bringing my Renaissance albums for him to sign. So
are you and the wife driving or flying?
No, flying.
Okay.
It's too long.
So you gotta be careful. Yeah, you got to be careful with how you pack the records and all that stuff on flight.
I take them with me. I carry them, and I pretend I put them in like a baby carrier, and I just said my baby's sleeping. It's okay. Shh. I'm bringing you the EP, and I got some records for Keith and things like that. So I'm excited. Fun.
Doc, if she shows up, I will definitely say hi to Kit.
What are you looking forward to, Tom?
Just being there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just being,
Yeah. I hope that the pizza stands there again.
Well, I do want to get a Chicago style deep dish.
Me too.
While I'm there, I haven't had one. Maybe we can do that one night.
I would be in for that.
Yeah.
I don't think Kit's coming, Doc.
Yeah, unfortunately she's not, but maybe, you never know. She's just gonna pop in.
I hope so. It'd be nice to see her.
Yeah, it would be very good to see her. John shaved fish and Ringo shaved himself. Now that's the voice that I wanted. Come on now. There you go.
James, I'm gonna steal that for a tagline for my book.
Yeah, put that in the comments in the back, on the back cover,
Yeah, I'm right. That's the best. That's good.
You did it once again, my friend. Tony says, when I saw the video for You Don't Know Me at All, I thought it was bad. So bad it was funny. Yeah. Some of those videos are kind of like that, back in the 70s, no matter who it was.
Some of those promo films, especially the ones like out of England, there was some real, like, wincing. But I mean, hey, I don't know if you don't know.
Hot Legs is one of those so bad it's funny.
Oh, how about what's the one by Elton John? I'm Still Standing with the
I'm Still Standing. Yeah,
that hasn't aged well.
Right. Right. Tim Ellis says Ringo did some interesting drinking in the 1970s. Yes.
He did a lot of interesting drinking.
Yeah. We're going to go about 13, 14 more minutes, everybody, just so we know, just so you guys know. Okay. Tony D says, I will miss seeing Joe and Kit at the fest. I think so. Absolutely. Mr. Mayo, Tony D, maybe next time. Tony D says Cozen isn't there either. I suppose he is too busy writing volume 3. I hope so. I know they're working at it. They got the deal, and they're working on it. So,
well, they shouldn't be allowed out of a house until they finish it.
Chained to the floor.
Those books are the best. Those are fantastic books.
Yeah, they are. They absolutely are. They're a treasure.
They are.
So is Dark Horse Records.
I'm not even in the same ballpark. Never mind the same league. Like it's no, I'm not. But those books are fantastic.
Yeah.
My cat's very angry, and I don't know why. Anyways.
Okay. Did you feed it yet?
Well, I've just fed her all day. She's a bloody glutton, I tell you. But,
yeah. James says nobody bought my book Dark Horse. Book about George Frost.
Oh, that's a good one.
James, you're outdoing yourself now, gentlemen.
That's
right,
great.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Joe says pizza. Yeah. No, you're done now, Joe. You're done. Tony says, what I find fascinating is that the albums Ringo made with Mark Hudson sound like they were made in the 70s. Do you agree? I find them more Beatley, but yeah, I think he went back to the formula from the 70s in a sense, but I'm dying to hear Ringo Rama on vinyl. I'm very excited. Yeah. Did you pre-order that one?
I did. Yeah. So I'm very excited to hear that on vinyl. My favorite album that he did with Mark Hudson is still probably Vertical Man, though. That's just my favorite.
Really?
I thought I like Ringo Rama. Choose Love is kind of a lost gem, but I really like Vertical Man.
Oh boy. Yeah, I think Ringo Rama might be my favorite, but yeah, I think Vertical Man is fantastic. I think there's like maybe one too many guest appearances on Vertical Man.
Yeah, it's a bit of an overkill.
Yeah.
But for me, if you talk about ranking albums, Liverpool 8 is still one of my favorite Ringo albums of all time. I think, and that I know Hudson was kind of involved in that along with Dave Stewart, but I love Liverpool 8, and I wish they would put that out on record. I don't know why they haven't. Who's they? Who is the they?
Right.
We're
we
just
got the
okay, and Ringo could lay off some of the Beatles stuff too in his concerts. He could do a lot of solo stuff he doesn't do.
exactly. So
Just saying.
yeah, let's treat them equally.
Hello, Lisa.
You gotta say one about the one, you gotta say the same thing about the other, because those set lists are pretty damn near the same as well for Ringo. But then again, Ringo's not playing for 60,000 people.
No, but he could.
You think so? I don't think so.
I
Not
do.
anymore.
Well, I agree to disagree.
I mean, if he announces that it's his last tour, he could probably do 60,000 people. Okay, but like you said, agree to disagree, my friend.
No, I don't know. I wish he would do a show. He did that one show in Chicago where he just did his whole show.
Yeah.
And I love the All Stars, but I would love to see just a Ringo concert before.
Right. Yeah. He did play the Palace of Auburn Hills out here. I don't know if you've been to the Palace here in Michigan, but it was where the Pistons were playing. Detroit Pistons were playing for many years, and he did play there, and he did have a really good crowd there. This was with Gary Brucker and Jack Bruce, Todd Rundgren, the drummer for Free. It was a pretty good lineup that year.
Well, that tour he played Kingswood Music Theater, and it was sold out, and I think there was 11,000. So
okay, cool.
He did better than the Kinks, who I saw 3 nights later, who had just a little over 1,000.
Oh, that's too bad.
It was a great concert. The Kinks are great live.
Tony says I pre-ordered Ringo Rama. When is it coming out?
It's coming out in October. The live albums are coming out at the end of August.
Right.
It's on Friday Music, and I just got an email from them saying that the live tour will be out. Well, the live one is out the last week of August, and the 2 color vinyl for Ringo Rama will be out in October.
Okay. Everybody now wants to see the picture from Joe. So I don't know if you've been keeping up with Joe, but he's been kind of cheating on the diet, I guess. But we'll end it right there. Meat lovers pizza, absolutely. What do you like on it? Well, I mean, you're a vegetarian now, right, Aaron? But you were a meat eater at one point in time in your life, right?
Yeah, I used to like ham and bacon.
Ham and bacon, yeah.
Yeah, but now they have veggie pepperonis, which is great. So I get the plant-based pepperoni.
Yes. So this was my cousin who I started the Two Leg Show with. We were both at this show. It was in '99, and we didn't know it. We were both at this show.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I love when that stuff happens.
He was probably a teenager then, right? Or David, or what? How old were you in '99? But actually, no, my cousin David here.
Oh.
Let's see here. Joseph says, I just saw Ringo at Radio City Music Hall. It was great. I agree. Ringo could add a lot more solo material, and he could headline without all the stars if promoted the right way. Probably, yeah.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you.
Yeah. What Ringo live albums are coming out? What was the live album?
It's the Chicago one, isn't it? If you give me 2 seconds, I will tell you.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds. As my daughter would say, 1 moment, please. 1 moment, please.
Okay.
It's coming. I promise. Live at Soundstage.
Okay.
Yeah, vinyl. And I think there's 2 different colors. It could be even 3 now. I don't know. But I've ordered 2 different ones. So there you go.
Okay, so I'm texting work right now because I got to stop in there for an hour before I hit my vacation tomorrow. So, my favorite Ringo release is Ringo Rama. Okay, cool. James says, I saw Ray Davies live a few times here in England, and he struggled to sell out like the...
I have... Can I tell my Ray Davies story real quick?
Yes, please.
So I saw it the first time Ray came solo. I had like front row, and I brought my Return to Waterloo album, the soundtrack to that film he made.
Yeah.
And after the show, he was actually very kindly signing autographs and chatting. And I walk up and I give him the album, and he goes, "You're the one. I know you're the one." And I went, well, I'm scared now because I'm thinking I did something. He goes, "You're the one that bought the album in Canada because we sold 2 copies. One to my bloody cousin in Peterborough, one to you."
That's great.
I was like shaking.
You're the one.
What did I do, Ray? I was quiet during
Right.
the concert.
That's hilarious.
He's great.
Yeah, my cousin was 14 at the time, and yeah, that's funny. That's funny. The wagon keeps on going down the road after Joe fell. Okay, you're still talking about that. We're gonna start winding down here in a few. Everybody, not a big Ringo fan, but I did like the country album. Now he's working on a second one.
I like that he laughingly called it "Look Up To."
Look Up To, yeah. Soundstage, yeah. Let's see. Tell Joe that I'm planning on having ravioli. Chef Boyardee ravioli, or are you gonna get some better ravioli? Joe bought the soundstage at a store weeks ago.
Really? Because
he did a video on it. Yeah, he did a video on it.
I didn't see that video. Joe, wow, because it's not out in Canada. I got an email from Friday Music. So, what color vinyl did you get? That's interesting.
So you should know, Joe. That's why I thought there was okay. Anyways, Ringo didn't go to rehab until after he starred in a children's TV show. Okay. The recent Kink comps of the Journey 1, 2, and 3 are a great overview of their career.
I just got Volume 3. I have the first 2 already, and the Volume 3 has a '93 concert, the Phobia tour. It's really good.
Okay. Joe says he's got a red swirl vinyl.
Really? That's weird because I can read you the email I got from Friday Music. So, well, someone's not being honest. Hey, Joe, do you want to go pick me up one?
Well, that's we're gonna wind down here. Aaron, I'm really looking forward to seeing you this weekend, my friend.
Yeah, me too. Looking forward to it.
You and your wonderful wife. It's gonna be great hanging out and shooting the shit with you, and everybody else that's going. Can't wait to see you. Please say hi. Don't be shy. And we're gonna have a great time. And even if you don't like the big special guests, don't worry about that. We'll all have a great time, no matter who's going to be there. So, Aaron, anything else you want to mention before?
I'm looking forward to being in Chicago. I'm looking forward to everyone coming. Oh, Tigers 9, really? Twins 9, Tigers 4.
Oh, okay.
Listen, Tom, I love being on your show. Thank you for allowing me to be on. I really appreciate it. And I can't wait to see you. And I'll be bringing an EP for you.
Thank you for that. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'll have to try to return the favor. Whatever I can do. And okay, everybody out there, thank you again. Our next episode, Two Legs next up, we will be doing a panel on celebrating the 20th anniversary of Chaos and Creation. And as Aaron says, I don't know how he's going to follow that, but I'm sure he will.
I'm just canceling now.
He's doing a fantastic job.
Right.
So please, if you're coming, please stay and watch, because Aaron is a great speaker. He knows the subject well. He wrote a fantastic book about it, and I can't wait to see and read his new book about Ringo. It's technically just Ringo in the 70s then, right?
Yeah, the book starts in January 70 and ends on December 30th, 1979.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just did the 1 decade, yeah.
Very good. So the panel that Annie and I do, that will be our next episode that we will place on YouTube and all the audio formats as well. And I'll hopefully see you next week. and we'll go from there. And then next week, let's see here. Hold on one second. So next week is the 9th anniversary of Two Legs. Later this month, like I said, I'm going to try to rank. I'm looking at maybe Wednesday the 20th. I will do my ranking of everything. And Aaron, if you're not busy, please join.
I'm not busy. I'm not busy. I'll be there.
Okay. And maybe we'll get to see if Joe's doing anything. Maybe Joe can join as well. But we're gonna have to try to do this quick because it's gonna be 46 records. It was 45, but somebody talked to me into 46. And
well, that'd be a short conversation about Family Way. That'd be very short. That'd be like he didn't know about Family Way.
There's gonna be there's a logical reason for it to be last on my list. Okay, there's a very logical reason, but I appreciate the fact because you know what, you made me go back and you made me listen to it, and I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it.
I love it.
But I will explain my reasoning and all that once I get to that list. So looking forward to that. Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you for all your comments and questions. You've all been wonderful, and we will see you next week. So
bye everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Take care.